Alaska, the last frontier. What a beautiful place. Look at those mountains. Look at that sky. There's only one thing that could possibly make this place better. Baseball. Well, luckily, someone already thought of that, so the Alaska Baseball League is here. Of course, if you're already watching this, you already knew that, but in a state like Alaska, the teams must be so far apart, right? Well, let's see. First, we have the minors, of course. The games this weekend will be played in Palmer. Then, about 30 minutes down the Glen Highway is Chugiak. Another 30, and you're already to Anchorage, where the Bucks and the Pilots share a stadium. That doesn't seem so bad now, does it? But wait a minute. Are we missing somebody? Let's meet the ABL's black sheep. Peninsula Oilers are what I like to call latitude merchants. Off in their own little world compared to everyone else, their results can be a bit skewed to one direction or the other. This season, though, that was taken to an extreme. Enter Coral Seymour Memorial Ballpark. If you've watched the streams this year, you probably know it by a different name, but anyway, ABL teams play a 40-game regular season, 20 games at home and 20 on the road. The Oilers had a home rainout that they had to make up as a road game, so their split is 19 and 21, but still, that's a big sample size. So how did they do in their home slate? Wow, pretty good. Not just good, the best in the ABL by a lot. That winning percentage would have comfortably given them the league's top seed. So how did they end up in third? That's a pretty big difference. It gets bigger though. How did the Miners do down in Kenai? Yeesh. Well, no shame in that. Nobody had a winning road record against the Oilers this season. As long as they could take care of business at home, they'd be alright. And, well, business was taken care of. So the Oilers that the Miners will be facing will essentially be a 7-win team and a 0-win team in Herman Brothers Field. That isn't to say they're a pushover, though. Let's meet them. Peninsula's Game 1 starter is Cody New. The 6'3 lefty out of Cal Baptist had a pretty solid summer with a 1.26 ERA and almost 30 innings. Left-handed pitchers have an inherent advantage in Palmer due to the gap in the trees that obscures the batter's eye, so the Miners will have their work cut out for them. They can do it though. In New's 2 appearances against the Miners this season, Mat-Su is 2-0, including their only win down in Kenai. After New, we'd figure to see Eddie Leon. The two-way star out of Marshall led the Oilers in innings this season, and unlike New, fared quite well against Mat-Su. As a designated hitter, he had .225 with 8 runs batted in across 40 at-bats. Staying on the offensive side, the Oilers employ perhaps the most potent power hitter in the league this summer in Rice's Colin Robson. He led the ABL in extra base hits and finished second to Mat-Su's Brandon Durand in home runs with 4. 2 of those were against the Miners. Finally, while he didn't end up hanging on to the batting title he led for most of the way, Max Rothwarg is still a fantastic hitter. The Swarthmore Phoenix finished third in the ABL with a .320 batting average. However, he didn't play at all against the Glacier Pilots in the final 5 games of the regular season, so perhaps he won't factor into this series either. The regular season has all been leading up to this. 2 wins punches your ticket to the top of the World Series championship. And for Mat-Su, maybe it's time to give the Oilers their own little taste of Bizarro Land. Charlie Fellows, broadcaster, Mat-Su Miners.